Good morning, students, and welcome back to the second part of Chapter 8, that is MS Excel 2010. So, in previous class, we have discussed about what is MS Excel, what are the different parts of MS Excel window, and how to open MS Excel window or MS Excel application. So, today we will continue that class and we will learn some more tools in MS Excel so that we can work properly, and we will also see that how we can insert data in the cells, what are the different major components of MS Excel worksheet. So let's move further and let's see the topics which we are going to discuss today. So the topics which we are going to discuss is components of worksheet, that means components of MS Excel window, then data type in MS Excel, and then doing calculations in MS Excel. So let's start the chapter and see what are the major components of MS Excel window. So the some of the major components of MS Excel application or MS Excel worksheet you can say is name box, formula bar, sheet tab, workbook and worksheet. So for understanding these major components of MS Excel application better, let's move on to MS Excel application and let's see these components one by one. So for that, let's move to the MS Excel application. So now we have the MS Excel application open on our computer. In this MS Excel window, here you can see one box is provided in which F5 is written. So this box is known as the name box because it displays the name of the active cell. Now active cell will be any cell which is currently selected. So right now this cell is selected and the name of this cell is being displayed here. Now, the name of the cell will always be identified by the column alphabet and the row number. So first will always be the column alphabet, that means F will be taken for this column, and then row number, that is 5, so 5 will be taken. So the name of this active cell will be F5, which is being displayed in this name box, which you can see here. In the same way, whenever you will select another cell, that name box will display the name of that active cell. So name box will always display the name of whatever cell you have selected on your worksheet. And the name will of the cell will always start with the column alphabet and the second will be the row number. So if the column alphabet is J and the row number is 10, then the name of that cell will be J10. So whichever, for example, let's select J10. Here you can see the column J has been selected and row number 10 has been selected, and this is the active cell in that, and the name of this cell will be J10. Another use of the name box is that you can directly go to the cell in which you want. That means you can type the name of the cell which you want to highlight on your worksheet. For example, suppose if I want to highlight or make the cell number B7 active, so you can just type B7 there in the name box, press enter key, and the B7 cell will be selected. That means the B7 cell will get active. So this is the work of name box, which displays the name of the active cell. In now just at the right side of the name box, you can see one more box has been provided, and the name of this box is formula bar. Now formula bar displays the content of the active cell. For example, suppose if you write something in one cell and you have selected that cell, then that content which is written inside that cell will be displayed in the formula bar. So let's see. So let's type one word computer in this cell. So right now in formula bar, nothing is being displayed when you will select, because in this cell no data has been entered. Now when you will select this cell, because there is some data inside this cell, there is written one word computer. So that word will be displayed in the formula bar. Now the question comes, if it displays the data of the active cell, then why it is called the formula bar? Now it does not always displays the data. If you have inserted any formula in your cell, then it will display that formula, not the data there. For example, let's do a little bit of calculation. So I've written two numbers on my worksheet here. So let's increase the font size so that you can see the numbers clearly. So in this cell, we will add these two numbers. For that, let's write a formula equal to sum Now in Excel, for adding two numbers, you'll have to use this formula, and in bracket you'll have to provide the cell name which you want to add. So open bracket. Now this is cell H5. So write H5, then give comma, and then write the second name of the second cell. So the second one is I5. So let's write I5, close the bracket, press enter, and you can see the result has been displayed in this cell. Now in this cell, right now the data is 5, but when we will click on that cell in the formula bar, you can see the formula which we have used, that will be displayed in that. That's why it is called formula bar, because it displays the formula of, if you have used any formula in your cell, then that formula will be displayed in the formula bar. Otherwise, the data of that cell will be displayed in the formula bar. So this was the name box which displays the name of the active cells, and formula bar displays the data or the formula which you have inserted in the active cell. Now the second component of MS Excel application, the third major component of MS Excel window is the worksheet. Now this entire sheet which you are seeing on which we are doing the work, that will be known as the worksheet. So this is known as the worksheet on which we do our work. Now this entire worksheet will be divided into rows and columns. So there will be only cells in which you can insert data. So in whichever cell you want to insert data, just click on that cell and then use the keyboard for inserting data inside that cell, and the data will be inserted. So this entire page, the entire page of MS Excel application is known as worksheet, and the entire window or the collection of sheets or worksheets in MS Excel is known as workbook. So single page of MS Excel is known as worksheet. So this one will be known as the worksheet, and the collection of worksheet is known as a workbook. So right now in our MS Excel application, there is only one worksheet, which you can see here, which is represented by sheet 1. If you want to add more worksheet in your application or in your MS Excel application, click on the plus sign just after the sheet tab. So this is known as the sheet tab, which represents the sheet which you have selected right now. Just in the right side of that sheet tab, you can see a plus symbol is given. So this is used for adding a new sheet in your MS Excel application. So just click on that and a new worksheet will be added. And the default name of the Excel worksheet is sheet 1. If you are adding more sheets in your MS Excel application, then the numbers will change like 1, 2, 3, 4, and the default name will be sheet. So it will be sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5, like that it will keep on going. So as many sheets you want to insert in your MS Excel, you can insert that much just by clicking on the plus sign here. So just click on the plus sign and the sheet will be added. By default in MS Excel 2010 version, 3 worksheets are added, but from 2013 version, only one worksheet is added. But you can add more worksheet in that. But by default, there is only one worksheet in 2010 version, sorry, 2013 version. And in 2010 version, there are 3 worksheets in your MS Excel application by default. But you can add more worksheets. You can even delete the worksheet. For deleting the worksheet, just right click on that sheet tab which you want to delete. So suppose if you want to delete the worksheet number 2, so this is the sheet 2, click on that, then right click and select delete option, and that worksheet will be deleted. So you can see now that there is only sheet 1 and sheet 3. Sheet 2 has been deleted. So for adding more worksheet, you can just click on the plus sign and new worksheet will be added. So these sheet 1 and sheet 2 or sheet 3 you are seeing at the bottom here, these are known as sheet tab. This plus icon which you can see, that is known as the new sheet option. This entire page of MS Excel application is known as worksheet. This box in which the name of the active cell is being displayed, that is known as the name box. And just in the right side of the name box, the box which displays the content of the active cell or the formula of the active cell is known as formula bar. So these were the major components of MS Excel worksheet. And entire and the collection of worksheet is known as workbook. So right now, these sheet 1, sheet 3, and if I add more sheets, then these collection of sheets will be known as workbook, and a single sheet will be known as worksheet. So these are the major components of MS Excel application. So let's move further and let's see the second option, that is the different data types in MS Excel. Now data types, by that we mean what type of data we are inserting in the MS Excel sheet. But before that, let's go and see the definition of data type of MS Excel. So there are total three different types of data which we insert in MS Excel, in which first one is the numbers. Now numbers means either you can insert number from 0 to 9 or any symbols if you are using like plus, minus, these kind of symbols, or date and time. These type of data are always considered as numbers. If you're writing any word, alphabet, or if you're adding numbers along with the alphabet in the same cell, then that will be known as a text data type. And for third one, and the third and the last data type, that is formulas. So if you're inserting any formula inside the cell of an worksheet, then that will be known as formula data types. And formula in MS Excel always starts with equal to sign. So if you are not writing equal to sign, then that will not be considered as formula. So if you are inserting a formula, that will always start with equal to sign. So let's move on to the MS Excel application and see these data type one by one on that. So we have come back to the MS Excel application. Now suppose if I'm writing any number, for example, suppose if I'm writing 54, then this is a number data type because in this only number is there. If I'm adding any symbol, then that will also be considered as a number data type only. So this, sorry, so these data are known as number data type. So this will be known as a number data type. If you are adding any alphabets, or suppose if you are adding something like numbers with the alphabet, for example, year 2020. So this will be considered as text data type, although it is containing the alphabet and number together, but this will be considered as a text data type. So this is a text data type. And if you are writing a formula in your Excel worksheet, for example, let's write a formula here, and formula will always start with equal to sign. So first give the equal to sign, and then whatever formula you want to write, you can write that sum, open bracket, and then you can type the cell name which you want to add in your Excel worksheet. Now suppose if I want to add from cell A1 to cell G1. So in that case, I just need to give the range here, close the bracket. Now whatever data, whenever you will insert the data in cell A1 to G1, that will be added and displayed in this cell in which we have inserted the formula. So let's see. So let's insert 1 in the first cell, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you can see that the way we have inserted the number, in that way only the sum was being updated. So each time we inserted the number, that was being added and it was updated in the cell in which we have inserted the formula. So you can do the calculation anywhere in Excel worksheet, but just you need to insert the name of that cell in which you want to add. So these were the different data types of MS Excel application. So let's move further and let's go to our third topic of today, that doing calculation. So we can also do calculations, multiple different types of calculations in MS Excel worksheet. For that, either you can create your own formula, like by writing equal to. Now, suppose if you want to add two cells, then you can provide the name of that cell with the plus symbol, and that will be added. For example, suppose if I want to add this H5 and G1. So in that case, you can just write it like this, H5, then plus symbol, and then which cell you want to add, that is G1. So just type the name of that cell, press enter, and the cell will be, and the calculation will be done, and the result will be displayed in that cell. So this is one of the way in which you can do the calculation in MS Excel, or else you can select the cell, then go in the home tab, and in home tab you will get, in the editing group you will get auto sum option. Just click on the downward arrow here and select what type of calculations you want, and then you can select that formula, and the calculation will be done according to that. So in this class, till this much only. In next class we will learn some more tools of MS Excel application, so that we can do our work much more better and much more faster. Till then, keep studying, stay healthy, stay at home. Bye everyone.